Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's going to be kind of a different tone of video. It's going to be about TDS. You know me, I play TDS all day. This is the type of game that I just play all the time on my channel. It's a very popular topic, obviously because of recent videos. Well, not so recent, but I'm getting onto a new TDS event. Now, you might have heard this from Elite's video, so you can click off now if you know about this already. But basically, this event is kinda dookie water, and this video was heavily inspired by Elite's video on this, and you should definitely watch it, because it's very high quality, probably a lot more high quality than mine, honestly. So let's just get on to this. So recently, you know the new event, the winter event, it's where there's a robot Santa guy. Well, guess what? A lot of people have kind of realized something, and I think a really high amount of people have realized something, because if you have a pair of eyes, you will remember the Duck Hunt event, and you'll realize that this event is just a Duck Hunt reskin. You know what's funny too is that people, people who are really good at the game and have played for a while are kind of making fun of people for saying that this is a Duck Hunt reskin. Like, haha, yeah, no, it's not really a Duck Hunt reskin. It's kind of different. But you know, from Elite's video, once again, this is very heavily inspired by Elite's video. This guy got me to actually get the courage to speak up about this, and this is basically explaining about my side from this. Anyways, basically, Elite used the same strat for the Duck Hunt event that everyone would use to beat the event. And the only reason why he died at the last wave is he was literally about to beat the boss, and because of Ranger's terrible targeting, he died. But if you didn't have that bad RNG, then you would have easily won the event. And that's a very viable way to die from the Duck Hunt event too. So basically, you could use the exact same document, exact same strat on the winter event as you could on the Duck Hunt event, which is not very okay. And well, the reason why I'm pretty upset about this is because I'm scared that most events will become just in Duck Hunt style. This no longer makes Duck Hunt feel as special, because I feel like the new mechanic for Duck Hunt was really cool. Oh yeah, we get a whole round map. Well, guess what? We don't have that anymore. Now we get another map with that. Not necessarily we don't have that anymore, but there's another map now that has that, which is not that great, because now it doesn't feel special. And I'm scared that most events will become like that, and it'll just be a lazy reskin of Duck Hunt, and you can use the exact same document, and then strat YouTubers will completely die out because you can just use the same document. That probably won't happen. But my point is that it's not that great that Below Natural decided, hey, we're just gonna reskin an event. And you know, Below Natural is pretty much the head creator of the game, I guess. And there's Razziwatix, who's the programmer and stuff. Below Natural kind of makes all the shots. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure this guy should probably be to blame for this. Unless if some other person was oh yeah, let's reskin the whole Duck Hunt event. I don't think anyone on that team would actually really decide to do that. But basically, I kind of disagree with his statement to where the entire team is kind of to blame for this. Because you gotta remember, there's a separate modeler and of course the programmer and stuff. Below Natural must have had the idea, I'd assume. I don't know who has the idea, and this could be a little bit of a stretch, but I think that he's probably mainly to blame. I mean, I don't have any issue with the modeler. Look, it's a reskin, but the models aren't bad at all. In fact, they're actually pretty good looking. But I'm gonna kind of stop on this note. But now on to just the new update that goes with this, which is not great. Well, it's kind of great because we waited 2 years for this. But you know what we got? We got a half-finished version of it. Look, I was so excited, oh my gosh, we got the new inventory and probably the new tags. First of all, tags don't exist yet. Second of all, we waited 2 years for a completely unfinished UI, because guess what? You know what happens when you look in your loadout? Yeah, the tower animations are broken. Yeah, I don't know how this got past testing, because seriously, how do you not realize that all of your towers are just in the default Roblox pose? How do you not realize that? And that's kind of a little not great about that too. I don't want to have a half-finished event. If you have a half-finished event, then I might as well have no event. Because, like, I'd rather wait extra time for, like, a fully finished update than just get an update that's, like, completely broken. Because now I have to live with this, like, really unfinished, bad-looking UI. Which, the UI isn't bad, but, like, I have to stick with these, like, broken tower animations for, like, a good, like, month or so. Which, honestly, I don't think anyone would prefer that. And I actually do prefer squares over the circles. But, whatever, that doesn't really matter. It's just my opinion. What's not an opinion is that it's bad that these tower animations are broken. Now, I thought at first this is actually intentional to simplify it, but I was like, no, there's no way. Because, like, why would you want to have, like, a broken tower animation be on purpose? That doesn't make sense. And, you know, this is just really a bad, like, issue. This is a really bad issue. Because, like, if we having... Because, like, imagine if we just get, like, these battle... This happened with Duck Hunt, too. Like, we're getting... Which, I mean, I don't have an issue with. But, like, this is a good example for Duck Hunt, too. Like Duck Hunt had an unfinished battle pass. But you know what? That's a good thing. That's in a good way. Because then that adds... because then, like, that gets people excited for, like, the next skins. Like, ooh, what's gonna be next? That's when the Ducky, farm came and stuff. I still was not able to get Ducky Farm, by the way. I got Ducky Commander so close. Anyways, yeah. That's a good kind of, like, okay, you gotta wait for this. What's not a good kind of wait for this is when you have content that's completely unfinished. You don't want the community to be waiting for, like, a key factor they see in, like, pretty much every single TDS round to be broken and just say, oh yeah, we'll fix that later. For now, I just have to live with it. Like, no, I don't want to live with broken tower animations. I'd rather just have the old inventory right now and just wait for the actual inventory to come out. And, like, I also don't really understand why they had to block off the whole inventory area. Like, that's a cool recording area. It's just a thing I wanted to point out. But I think I'm getting distracted. The inventory being blocked off isn't the issue. Main issue is Below Natural being so lazy that he releases half-finished updates that with events that are just Duck Hunt reskins. Just reskins of pretty much anything is not good. And look, of course that doesn't mean that skins are bad. No, not at all. Well, pretty much every single skin is just a reskin, because that's literally what a skin is. But reskinned events, I cannot live with. And guess what? I've only played this event, like, once ever, and I just paid for Elf Camp after. Like, I played the event, like, once, just one time, and then I was like, alright, no, I don't want to do this. Because I realized it's a Duck Hunt reskin, and it's just so bland and, like... Oh, I just don't want to play an event that's just, like, I've already, like, it's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I just don't like it. Like, I think I enjoyed this little, TDS, I want to call it a rant, but just, me explaining, like, in a more, like, not screaming in the microphone kind of way. But, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.